Black Clover is supposedly ending soon, which makes me really sad, especially when I see episodes like the one we had this week. This week's episode had the best fight in the entire series, in my opinion, and just some really, really good animation. We also got another scene where Asta talks to the devil, which I think was like the second time that he's talked to the devil inside of him, and it reminded me a lot of Naruto when he first starts talking to Kurama. And it's just kind of cool to see that, where he asks him for power and he says that he has to give up a part of his body, which I'm guessing he's going to lose his arm. They haven't really shown that. It kind of looks like his arm is permanently like that red and black. I don't know if it's going to disappear in the next episode or not, but that was really cool. And just the fight with him and Yami was the best of the whole series. At first, when they're trying to fight him, Yami's having to knock Asta out of the way of a bunch of different hits, and Asta feels like he's slowing Yami down because he has to constantly throw Asta out of the way so he doesn't get hit, and you can tell that Asta feels like he's slowing him down a lot. But on the opposite end of that, you see Yami thinking that he can't beat this guy without Asta's powers. And it's just kind of cool how both of them were thinking like opposite things, where Yami's like, I need him to beat this guy, or I can't beat him without him, and then Asta's like, I'm slowing him down, so I need to get more of my devil power. And just the whole fight was like super hype. And my favorite scene in the whole fight is when Asta, he loses his sword, he calls his second sword, he gets that knocked out of his hand, he calls the third sword, he gets that knocked out of his hand, and then when he's finally about to hit Dante and do the, I think Dante was his name, I could be wrong, whenever he's about to hit him with the last attack, he doesn't have a sword, so you see Yami like toss his sword over to him. It kind of like shows you that he's entrusting Asta with everything in that fight. He's like, it's up to you now, there's nothing else I could do. He hands him his sword, and you see it, he like covers it with his anti-magic and then just cuts him in half, and that was awesome. Just the whole fight was super hype. That's what Black Clover I think does the best, is just having really hype and really exciting fights. That's why it's the only anime that I've done an episode or episode reviews on so far, because it's just so hype and you want to talk about it because of just how insanely hyped up it is, and it's the most I've ever gotten excited while watching an anime. And then after the fight, when they beat him, they think, man, we're finally good, we beat the strongest devil, and then the bone guy just shows up out of nowhere and stabs Yami, and he has Yami and vengeance to be able to do the devil tree thing now. And then Asta talked to the devil again to try to get more power, but he says he can't handle it, and you can see how it really affects Asta, where he's like, I'm not strong enough to do this, and if maybe I trained harder or my body was stronger, I would be able to do this. Overall, it was just a really great episode. It's my favorite episode of Black Clover so far, even though it's supposedly ending in like 2 or 3 weeks, I think, which I don't know how they're going to wrap up the story, which makes me think that it's not going to end. I don't know, that's what I'm hoping. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want more episode reviews or anime reviews or manga reviews or any other type of video I make around anime or manga, make sure to subscribe to be one of the first people to know whenever I upload a new video. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time with my next video. Bye.